Welcome back. As aid agencies are struggling to get food donations to those most in need in Haiti, Dubai's business community is being encouraged to send financial donations to the UAE's Red Crescent Authority. Tariq Hamouche reports.
3 weeks have passed since the earthquake that devastated much of Haiti. Getting food aid to the people who need it most is proving to be a difficult task. Scuffles have broken out after Haitians gathered to receive coupons for food distribution from non-governmental organizations. The coupons were intended to be part of a smoother system for the distribution of food, targeting women as recipients of the rations. The Red Crescent Authority was the first to arrive at the scene in Haiti and is now building a field hospital there. Back here in the UAE, the horrific scenes of death and destruction seen on TV have prompted the local companies to get together and launch campaigns to support the UAE's Red Crescent aid efforts. One of these is the UAE for Haiti campaign. The campaign aims to support the UAE's Red Crescent's efforts in Haiti and was launched at a press conference this morning in Dubai.
After what we've seen on TV with what's happening in Haiti, we've decided to start a campaign in support of them and also in support of the UAE Red Crescent.
In Dubai We Trust is another organization involved in the initiative. It's calling on its 5,600 members and the broader business community to mobilize and donate funds to the relief effort. They believe that financial aid is more effective than supplies.
Right now, it's very hard to reach Haiti. So we do welcome more financial support, since I trust Red Crescent is the right party to direct these financial support into medicals or tents. So definitely the top priority right now is to have more financial support due to the logistic issue.
The UAE's RCA has provided an account number for companies or individuals who can contribute to the UAE's aid efforts. Donations can be deposited to Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank's account number 200-00323. Tariq Hamouche, Emirates News.
Well, joining us for more on the UAE for Haiti campaign is its co-founder, Ayman AlSaleh. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, Ayman. How did the idea of the UAE for Haiti campaign come about, and what are its goals?
Basically, the idea came about as a result of the images that I saw on TV. They were horrific, and I decided to contact a few organizations and people within the UAE, starting with Sheikha Maisa Qassimi, and immediately she was on board and she said, let's do it. And every organization that we contacted, from NMC Group to Batespan Gulf, everybody extended their support and decided they want to be part of the campaign. So that motivated us to move forward and get it running and happening. And you did it in a very short span of time, didn't you? It took about 6 days to put it all together.
That's amazing. Now, what can you tell us about the Haitian aid initiatives that the UAE's aid organizations are embarking on?
We're really working with the UAE Red Crescent. All the donations are being collected by them. On our part, we're creating a platform that helps support them. They've done a tremendous job given the short period of time that all of this has happened in. They've sent a lot of supplies over, about 145 tons already, and they've set up they're setting up a field hospital outside the capital.
Now, you're definitely facing several challenges in getting this aid delivered. Can you tell us about some of those?
One of the things that we're stressing to people is that financial aid tends to get to Haitians much quicker than supplies, because the infrastructure challenge is significant within Haiti right now. So we would like people to donate financially, because that can help people much faster.
And how can people in the UAE donate?
There's various ways. The UAE Red Crescent has set up a bank account where all donations are collected with Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank. On top of that, all branches across all Emirates are accepting financial aid as well as materials. And some shopping malls, as well as community centers and union co-ops, have boxes where donations can be collected. As for organizations, they can be as creative as they want. They can have fundraisers for their staff, fundraisers for their customers. What we just are trying to do is motivate everyone to take action and help the suffering of the Haitians.
And I'm sure people can find donation details on the RCA's website, of course. Now, what is your message for the business community and individuals who are interested in donating?
any little amount counts and can help. There's a lot that can be done, and it's you that can help mobilize the UAE in supporting such a global tragedy.
Well, I'm sure everyone really appreciates your efforts, Ayman, and thanks very much for joining us. Co-founder of the UAE for Haiti, Ayman AlSaleh. Oscar nominations for this year have just been released, and as expected, it's the 3D blue aliens that are in top contention. The science fiction